Hey, so I got a buddy of mine that just reached out about manufactured home parks, and he said, "Why in the world are some park rents 1,200 a month, and some park rents 600 a month? What's going on here?" Okay, so here's the deal. There's two types of manufactured home parks. There's corporately owned parks, and then there's mom and pop parks. And most manufactured home parks were formed in the 70s and 80s. Mom and pop, people that lived in the community, knew the community, bought some land, put manufactured home parks on there. Okay. Those mom and pops that bought the land are getting older and they're selling their parks. And when a corporation buys the parks, they do two things. First thing they do is they jack up the rent. The second thing they do is they clean up the park. So corporately owned parks are generally, you drive in, they're very, very clean. They have rules. They don't have garbage cans around. They don't have kids' toys around. They don't have weeds growing. All of the units are very clean. Just kind of like this one. All the units are very clean, very sterile, very, very nice. Okay. But they jack up the rent, and you're generally paying, could be almost up to twice as much as a mom and pop park. On the other hand, mom and pop parks, and we got a couple here in Newberg, got a couple corporately owned parks. Cal-Am is one of the big parks. WCP Group is another big park. On the other hand, we also in Newberg we also have a couple of mom and pop parks, and they're less expensive, but they don't enforce the rules quite as much as a mom and pop as a corporately owned park. So there'll be some kids' toys around. Maybe people will be parking on the yard. Maybe some of the homes might not be in such good repair, so it'll kind of have more of a family feel instead of more of a corporate sterile feel. So those are the two differences. Some people do well in corporately owned parks because they're nice, they keep up the area, and they got rules, and your neighbors aren't having parties at 2 a.m. Some people do better in a mom and pop park, a little bit more relaxed, and a little bit less rent. So if you have any questions about it, I've actually got a map right here of all of the manufactured home parks in Newberg and Dundee, along with their rent and links to it. So I'll drop some links down below, but reach out if you want my map or if you have any other questions about homes or manufactured home parks. Thanks much.